Okay, go ahead.
What did you what did you what did you think about the game?
Well, the game did crank it up a notch in everything the first one had, and then when part two was like, okay, we're gonna add a bit more. Then when the third, okay, we're just gonna spice it up. And then this one, it was like, let's just go all out. Let's really make it one last, you know, as
Yeah,
Sam said, this is it. Let's do it. This is our last one. And as Sully said to Nate, no more calls of no late night calls saying, this is one more score. And that's what the creators of at Naughty Dog did. Like one more. We got to go balls to the walls. Everything. And they delivered. I can see why this game is so high up among the previous Uncharted, right up there on its own pedestal. I've
yeah.
never played. When I downloaded this in back in oh, you left the share play. Okay. Um, it was back in 2017 December. I believe. No, no. It was in November. It was Black Friday. I think that's the 24th or 25th. I downloaded this game and I showed it to you, and you were like, "Oh man, you should. Oh, you're gonna like this, you know." And I played multiplayer with you, and I played as Raja, and he made a comment about zombies, and I asked you, "Are there zombies in here?" And you're like, "What? You've never played Uncharted One?" And I told you, "No, I've never played any of the Uncharted's. This is my first time." And you told me that I had to play the previous ones. You demanded it, and
Yes.
I did. I played the first, and I really liked it. I saw why people loved it so well back in the PS3's like golden days. People loved it, and then when part two came out, people were so ecstatic. Oh my god, part two! And then and I played it, and I really enjoyed it. I really did. And then when part three, it was like, oh snap! Like this is this couldn't be any. This couldn't get any better. And then I remember one day, um, it was I was watching E3, and this Naughty Dog company came up, and I didn't know them. I really didn't. They're like, okay, well, we're making another game, and it showed a eye, a closed eye, and it zoomed out, and it showed this guy, and everybody was clapping. I was like, I don't know who this is. Like, why are they clapping? And it just said, Uncharted 4, A Thief's End, and I didn't know. I was like, oh, okay, whatever. Years later, since um that presentation, that reveal, and the stage fright moment that happened when they were doing a demo, until now, I can see why people love this game. It is a very beloved title, series, and the only left Uncharted left for me to play is the Lost Legacy. And you're saying that they're gonna make another Uncharted, and I can see why you're saying, oh, it's gonna star Sam, because Sam and Sully are gonna do business together.
Yeah.
And now
Yep.
Nate and uh, Elena have a daughter named Cassie. So, and what transpires is that they don't mention Sam, or I didn't look. Obviously, I didn't look thoroughly enough around to see if there's anything about Sam. Only the photo of Sam and Nate when they were kids.
Well,
So
no, there's a note on the refrigerator back in the home that uh Cassie reads and she's like, "Oh sweet, Uncle Sam and Sully's coming to pay a visit," and that's all that said on the note.
Yeah, that I didn't see, but I'm definitely gonna check that out later. So I have to say in very short words that I could possibly sum up this game of how I just feel about it. I really generally enjoyed it. And in previous videos, I was like bashing this game. I was like, "Oh my goodness, this is so stupid. Why did I do this?" But it's it's crushing. What did I expect? And I would lose sight of that. And after I'd be like, after I get over it, I'm like, "Oh, good. It's done. It's over." Three more of that feeling occurred, and
Yeah.
although I do feel the fight with Rafe was kind of anticlimactic, I expected more. Like something like Uncharted 3 when Nate had to fight not Marlo. Marlo got sucked up in quicksand, but her bodyguard.
Talbot.
Yeah, Tabit. Like that was a great fight.
Yeah.
Like I expected in this one, we were gonna really sword fight and dodge and counter and or parry, however you want to call it. Some real good shit, but it nah, yeah, it just turned to more of a parry or block or dodge and then attack, which really left me like I was like, huh, that was it.
Yeah.
Other than
It
that,
could have been better, but
indeed, yeah, it could have been better, but that's how they wanted to go with it, and it is still good. I just wanted more, you know.
yeah.
I wanted more out of it. Other than that, the game is great. The story, the character development, seeing that Sam, he wanted to relive, he wanted to keep the dream of them treasure hunting. And Nate was like, "Oh, we're not kids anymore." But seeing Sam, he was like, he just wanted to share the adventure with his brother. And luckily, at the end, they sort of did. Nate saved him, and the treasure may have been gone, but thanks to Helena, they went back and got it for what it appears because they're living on a freaking beach near the ocean, obviously.
Yeah.
So it's good to see them in retirement now. So I wonder, or maybe I don't have to wonder, because the next Uncharted will take place soon after Uncharted 4, but obviously before Cassie will be born. So,
Yeah, it's gonna well actually,
or maybe it's gonna be when
if
Cassie's
you
like a little girl, like she's a toddler or just a kid, because she's a teenager.
no,
So,
my bad. I think I know what time period the next one's gonna take place.
because it can't just take place right after, or
I mean, it kinda will in a way because if you
like
The Lost Legacy takes place literally a month or two after A Thief's End.
okay, that yeah, but we're talking about the
But
next Uncharted,
I know.
the numbered.
Listen, yeah, Sam is in the Lost Legacy for a short time though, and that's where they're getting it from.
Hmm.
That's what's going to be next. It's either going to be Sam and Sully, or it's going to be Sam and Chloe.
Yeah,
You
Sam,
know how
Chloe,
Nathan Drake,
Sully, and
it was Nathan Drake and
possibly
Elena.
Nadine, possibly. That would make it great because if uh, you have uh, Nathan, Helena, Sully, and this one should be the unnumbered. The next numbered Uncharted should be Sam, Chloe, Sully. Maybe not. Maybe he'll just be like, you know what, I'm tired. You know, I don't want to do this. You know, I just quit. Sam, Chloe, Nadine. That would be pretty cool.
Considering how badass Nadine can fight.
Exactly. You know, I just looked up a video of, or when the credits were rolling, it said Laura Bailey voiced Nadine Ross. I could not believe that. That was just so freaking cool, like to me.
Okay. Dude, I'm about to freaking tell this guy.
Well, anyways,
Like,
let's let's cut it here. This was a great game. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I'm definitely gonna start on the other previous finish up the previous like playthroughs.
alright, I was gonna ask you if you wanted to play some Fortnite, but I will let you.
I'm pretty tired, dude. This was
Yeah, no.
stressful. So I will cut it here, and who knows what will be the next adventure.
Alright.
All right then, man. See you later.
See ya, bro.